Hey guys, so looking at our website, obviously you can see the main page is what we think the differences between citizen journalism and print journalism, and then if you read the outside opinions from other I guess professionals in the journalism field, plus a video from the instructor in the university. From our own kind of perspective, I kind of think that print journalism is declining. But newspapers aren't really doing that good. They just can't get the money to kind of keep up with the times, the economy. But then again, I think that journalism as a whole, it's always going to be there. People are always going to read the magazines, always going to read the newspapers. There's always going to be readers. That's just how people learn. I think that's probably the biggest thing is that, you know, people learn different ways. People do go online. People do want the news really fast, but there's still something that print journalism has that, maybe these other ways to get news, they don't really have that kind of thing. Um, and I think, in my own opinion, that print journalism or, that kind of thing, the newspapers, the magazines, they kind of hit home for a lot of readers still. Um, so I think there still is a place for print journalism. When it comes to online, though, that's where we're making a big change. People really rely on the internet, which is good. And you can get a lot of information, a lot of good information, a lot of bad information, but it's in a timely fashion. And in today's society, that's just as we continue to grow, that's just what we need is just faster news, and that's how when we get faster news, then we know what to do with that news. There's a little bit of information that comes in little bits, and then it continues to grow. And we can use that news to have debates and discussions. That really opens up communication. So I think there's a lot of good things about online journalism. I kind of disagree with what Underation said. If you read our outside opinions, the links there, kind of disagree with what he says. To an extent. I don't think citizen journalism is really going to be the way to go. I think it's just a little fad, a little trend that's kind of, it gives the people the power to report, but it's not going to give you a whole lot of money. It's not really going to pay your bills. I still think overall print journalism is still going to stay alive. Newspapers are still going to stay alive. Print journalism hits home to a lot of people that still want to read the old-fashioned way. But I think online journalism is the way to go. I think a lot of people need to learn how to do online. And I think, online journalism does what print journalism can't do. But at the same time, newspapers, they use online journalism, and that's what they should do. It's been a challenge for newspapers, but at the same time, it's a tool that they can use. And I think that's the most important thing. But overall, journalism is not dying. I think the internet itself has really given journalism an upper hand, and maybe some other different kind of occupations. So it just makes it more interesting. So that's it. Over and out.